Welcome to our first ever podcast. We'll figure something out. Hey, we're your hostess with the mostest. I'm Amy.
And I'm Katie.
And we're sisters.
And we are sisters. We stand together. We make each other stronger, but it ain't never gonna change.
Yeah, she's also the singer.
Yes.
Also wanted to let you know that I'm the bigger sis. Big sis.
And I'm the little one.
Just to make sure we didn't get the age mixed up. So a little bit about our name. We'll figure something out. Kind of like our family motto. We're always figuring something out. If we don't know what to do, we're figuring something out. Especially when my kids ask me if they can go somewhere or do something, and I don't have that answer right away. It's always, we'll figure something out. So I'm always the mom that says, we'll figure something out.
It's just the perfect answer.
Perfect answer.
To any question. Because you're not saying no, you're not saying yes. It's literally, we'll figure something out. Gives you a little bit of time.
So yeah, we're gonna give us a little bit of details about ourselves so that maybe keeps you interested in this podcast. Like I said, my name's Amy. The older sister. I am 38. Yes, 38. I just told Kate that the other day, and she goes, "You almost 40?"
I didn't put two and two together because it just throws me off because we don't look the age we are. So, I'm looking at her and I'm thinking she's, my age. But, hello.
Should have been twins. We're twins 8 years apart.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway, so, been married to my high school sweetheart for almost 19 years. I have an 18-year-old girl. She is Allie. She's going to be graduating this year. So, that's a little bit of a challenge. I've got Brody. He is in 8th grade. He's going to be graduating in 8th grade and going into high school. So that's going to be another...
2 graduations.
Yeah, 2 graduations.
2 outfits we got to figure out.
2 outfits, 2 days in a row. Got to figure out a graduation party. Got to figure it all out. I was just thinking about that the other day. I need to...
Yeah, what are we going to do?
I don't know.
We're going to figure something out.
We got to figure something out. Yeah, that's why we call it that.
Famous in a small town.
Yeah, Brody, my son, he is the one that's going to be editing all our videos. Shout out to Brody. We told him that we would pay him in McDonald's and Dutch Bros.
Yes.
Until we get famous.
And he was fine with it.
He was totally fine with that. He loves to edit videos and loves to, he has his own YouTube channel, which we'll probably link so everybody can see that. He likes to play video games with his friends and do that. So we told him he needed to get a director chair.
We're going to get him one.
We're going to get him a director chair so he could...
Maybe one of those little hats.
Little hats. Yeah, dude. I think he'd like that. Yeah. What else about myself? We used to be cheer coaches. And we gave that up recently, so we thought, you know what better way to make up that time and start a little podcast.
We got some free time, might as well,
free time,
figure it out.
Stay at home mom. It's been nice to be at home, not having to miss out on games or missing out anything at school. So I don't really know what the other life is. Working
as a mom, because you did do some work back in the day.
I did do some work back in the day. Worked at good old Albertsons. Yes, I did work at Albertsons.
And how'd you start out at Albertsons?
Okay. What I did start out bagging the heck out of those groceries.
And so this is funny. I don't think I've ever told you this.
Oh God.
But every time we'd go grocery shopping, still to this day, I feel like she's judging me when I bag my groceries because I know she's like, this is how you're supposed to do it. And she's watching me in the corner eye.
Dude, I never knew that. I never knew that.
Everything in the bag.
Listen, so there's a certain way to bag groceries, okay? You have to get your bag out, okay? I liked paper bags, but paper bags were good, but when you got heavy cans and stuff, it's kind of hard. You got to double bag that, okay? You got to get your bag set up, and if you got like cereal boxes or if you got like Cheez-It boxes,
Those are easy.
crackers.
I'm
okay?
about those.
But wait, this is how you do it. You make them as a square.
Okay.
You make it as a square in your bag, and then in the middle of the square, you could put your cans,
Dude, that's smart.
right?
So they don't like flop,
So they're
flop,
not
flop.
flopping around. Yeah, you put your cans in there, so then you have this like little structure. So I learned a lot there.
So how many cans can you put in one bag, though? That's my thing.
I mean, I got muscle, so I could.
Yeah.
The new bags now.
Yeah.
Back then, the little flimsy ones, you probably couldn't put very much. I can't remember, but yeah.
So you started as a bagger.
Started as a bagger, then went to checkout, which being a cashier, which is probably my favorite. What's so funny is because when I was in kindergarten, that's what I said I wanted to do when I grew up. I think I said I wanted to work at Food Max as a cashier, because that's where Uncle Doug worked.
Yeah.
So that's where I wanted to be a cashier. I mean, just the whole point of just like checking. You know what I'm saying? Like,
It's just aesthetic.
I was a
You know what I
fast
mean?
checker.
She was.
Fun
Fun fact, she was in a competition.
I was in a competition, checker competition. We went to Vallejo, and we had a checkout.
Didn't even know that was a thing.
I didn't know it was a thing either, but they picked me to go as a cashier. I don't know if it was because they knew I wouldn't say no, or if
You were good at
they
that.
actually was really good at being a cashier. I got those produce codes down.
So you had to remember all
I was pretty good memory.
like cucumber 451.
yeah.
That's kind of
It's always 4 numbers.
Oh.
Yeah. Bananas 4011. You always remember that one. Always remember that
Like,
one.
was it hard to try to remember all that though?
I remember when they told me I was going to be moved to a checker, I went to the produce. And I walked around the produce and wrote down
Did you have
numbers.
do you have a cheat sheet?
There is a cheat
Okay.
sheet, yeah. But if you're wanting to go
But you
fast,
need to know. You
yeah,
need to memorize
you
it.
know, you need to memorize. You need to memorize and go fast. I will have to say they used to do secret shoppers.
Yes.
They used to do
Do you
secret
think
shoppers.
they still do that?
I don't. They have a
I gotta
thing.
know.
I think so. I think I'd be a good secret shopper nowadays. But anyways, it'd be funny because if somebody at the store thought that there was one, because they would go to each department. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So you kind of look for things. They would get on the phone intercom and be like, "Hey, there's one in the store." You know.
So nobody knew. Even like managers didn't know?
No, nobody knew.
Okay.
They just
It's
come
just
in.
like a random.
It's just a
Because a
random thing.
different company doing it.
Yeah, it's just a random thing. So like being a cashier, you had to certain things you had to say. You know, greet,
Yeah.
do it. But there was always a 10 for 10 item.
I was just always
Yes,
did have
it was
that.
a 10 for 10 item. So you always had to be like, talk about the 10 for 10 item and $10, 10 items for $10. And you had to like offer it.
Mm.
And if you didn't offer it, that was one thing. Anyways, I was always so upset because it was like, I don't know if it was a week later or what, they'll be like, oh, the secret shopper, and you would get a star if like you were one of the people that they talked to,
And you passed?
and you like basically you passed the test,
pretty
you
cool.
know. So I was like, why do I never get one? It was just so frustrating. So I was like, give me one. I
Star.
will make it. You know what I'm saying? And then I think it wasn't very long before I was leaving. I got one.
So you did end up
I
getting
did
one.
get one.
That's
I
pretty
think one of our podcasts I'll have to show you my badge, and I think
You still have it?
I still
That's
have the badge.
cutest thing.
and it has it on there.
I love it.
So yeah. Anyways, checker was my favorite. Worked in floral during Valentine's Day.
You were good at that.
That was fun. We made
because
chocolate.
you're good at that in general. So
We made chocolate covered strawberries.
Wait, you've made them?
I made them, yes.
So all
But I
you do
don't
is
really-
complain about people getting them for you, but you know how to make them.
That's the whole point. I don't make them.
You're probably good at it.
Either way.
Checks out.
So yeah, I worked in there. I did. They would do barbecues out in the back in the
I
front.
remember that.
And like do tri-tips, and I remember them being like, somebody needed to take a break, so like, Amy, you need to go out there and watch the barbecue. I'm like, bro,
Wait, you had to
I've
barbecue?
never barbecued in
I'm
my entire
dying.
life. I'm like, how long is your break? 10 minutes? Like, what's
Like,
all right.
when am I supposed to flip the meat?
They'll be like, hey, just look at it, and if you're like, listen, I like mine burnt, charred. Okay, people aren't gonna want that.
Yeah.
So, anyways, done that. I think the only place I was an assistant general manager.
You were
Or not
moving
general
up in the
manager,
world.
like the merchandise place where you had to like order, like when the toothpaste was out or whatever. That was fun.
You probably would have been running one at this point if you
Yeah,
would have stuck with
I
it.
did do a 2-week graveyard shift.
Ew.
The first time I ever had a energy drink. It was when we had to switch like Christmas to Valentine's Day, so customers wouldn't bug you when you're on the.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like driving, mom and dad going to sleep, and I'm getting up to go to work. I'm like, somebody's got to work in this family. You know what I'm saying?
So that's funny because I actually worked one weekend at Albertsons when I was littler.
What?
But not like legit work.
Okay.
So me and my friend Carrie.
Okay. Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So we worked because they were doing samples that weekend. Okay.
Was this when I was working there?
I don't remember.
Okay.
I don't remember. We weren't there.
No.
So
Okay.
I don't know if it was when you were there.
Okay.
No, because I think this was at a different. I don't know if it. Anyways, so we were doing energy drinks. That's the first time I ever had an energy drink. What's that?
As samples?
It was those Go Girls, the little pink Go Girls. But we were dressed up as a cookie, like a cookie costume, and we had to trade back and forth.
Oh my god!
Who was wearing it? And we were running up and down the aisles. Like we probably shouldn't have been doing that.
Probably not.
But it was
Probably
a free
not.
for all. It was a good time.
It was a good time.
Like, it's funny.
I did not know that.
Yeah, I don't think you were there. You're probably in Colorado.
That's right. Yeah, I was gone. I was gone. But that's funny.
But you worked there for how long? Because you were
couple years.
You worked when you were pregnant too.
I worked. Yes.
Right.
Yes, I was very pregnant with Allie, and
Hold on, but before Albertsons, you worked at Silverlink. Baby.
I did work at Silverlink. You know, like the little malls,
little kiosk things.
Little kiosk in the middle of the mall. We sold belly button rings, silver chains. I don't know.
Chains,
I don't
the
think
chains
it's still
only
open.
bring me.
But yeah, no, that was the first job.
It was that one.
That was the first
like
job.
Legit job.
That was a legit job. Yeah, I worked basically every week in my senior year. Oh yeah,
I didn't know that.
Every week in my senior
I thought it was
year.
after you graduated.
I had my job. Allie, she don't have a job. She needs an income. That's what she says all the time.
She needs an income.
Yeah, income. So yeah, that's really all my work experience. And then ended up being a stay-at-home mom. We moved to Colorado. Morgan was in the Army. He was discharged from the Army, came home. That's when we had Allie. I went from like having fun to like. No, I mean like the way I was talking.
Oh, the way you're talking.
It's like, oh, a good time.
Yeah.
Went home.
And then I'm off.
No, that's not what I mean.
not
That's
it.
not what I mean. But had Allie. Morgan was in the National Guard. He was deployed again to Afghanistan, and we had Brody a couple months before he was deployed. In 2010, and that's pretty much it. I mean, we've got some hobbies that I like. I like to make signs. We like to do shirts.
Yeah, we got a small business.
We got a small booth. Shout out Wildflower.
Shout out to the Wildflower business.
Other than that, it's just hanging out with my family. I like to go to the movies. I love movies.
You do. You've always
Love movies.
Like, even if it's a boring movie, you'll sit there and watch the whole thing.
Oh, yeah. Every time. I did almost fall asleep when we went and watched this Transformer movie with
Recently?
Brody, yeah.
The new one?
It was an anime.
Oh, so it wasn't
Sorry, Brody. Love you, though.
real.
I love you, though. Love you, though. It was cute, but it was like,
I get it.
I think I'm just getting old. That's what's going on. But I think I don't know what else to say about myself. That's pretty much, I'm sure I'll probably always think of something.
Oh, something.
Always something. But, I guess moral of the story is if I ever did have to go back to work, I think a grocery store is probably going to be the place to go.
Mm-hmm.
I will be a checker, and I will get stuff done. Okay? Get stuff done. That's it. And I'll bag your groceries. Bag your groceries. You know what's funny is every time I go to a grocery store and like somebody says something like, "Want me to help you?" I'm like, "It's okay. I used to bag groceries."
You would.
Like that's my thing. I said I used to bag
I've been
groceries.
there, done
And
that.
honestly, I probably told them, "Hey, you need to do the boxes and put the cans in the middle." I probably have said that to them. And they're probably like, "Dude, who's
The
this
only
old
thing
lady?"
I think you told me that years ago. You just put all your coal with your coal.
You put your
That's
coal
the
with your
only
coal.
thing. Everything else to free range.
I mean, it really shouldn't matter if you're going literally just a couple minutes to home.
Yeah.
But like, I still put my coal with my coal.
I do too. I think it's like a habit, like the way putting it up on the.
You just put it all
belt.
together. Because what if you get an accident? You're like, all my cold stuff's still together.
All you have to say is, "Hey, all my cold stuff's in one bag."
One bag. Just go put it in the fridge for me. Then take me to the hospital. You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
That's it.
That's definitely it.
So I've said quite a bit about myself. So,
and I'm gonna have like 4 seconds.
uh,
So I guess I'll tell a little bit about myself. I am Katie, but I pretty much go by Kate. Nobody really calls me Katie, but
which you had some friends that.
yeah. So growing up, I've always been Kate,
Yeah.
and then I got like my grown-up friends. Like you,
Oh, look at our grown-up parents.
you make friends when you're older that you didn't grow up with. That's pretty much what I'm trying to get at. And I got introduced as Katie. I don't know why. And so they always call me Katie.
That's your grown-up name.
That's my grown-up name. So then one day I told them I actually don't go by that. They're like, why? Why did you tell me that? And I'm like, I don't know. I'm not like going to be like, hey, that's not, don't call me that sort of thing. But now they're trying to go back to call me Kate.
Oh, okay.
So it's cute or
So
whatever.
that's cute. That's
so
cute.
yeah.
So yeah.
Anyways, I am 30 years old. Super cute.
30.
I am married to my kindergarten sweetheart. So we met in kindergarten. We've been married for gonna be 9 years this year, and we have
Because we're 10 years apart.
yes.
That's what I remember.
That's how I remember.
That's how I
Like
remember.
okay, because my wedding, you guys were 10 years.
Yep.
So that's what it was pretty cool.
That's right.
We have a little over 3-year-old little boy named Brantley, but
Sometimes goes by JJ.
he's got a lot of names. He is a little firecracker, is what I'd probably say.
Yeah.
There, you haven't seen him, been around him. He's something else. Let me tell you, something else. So I am a licensed cosmetologist. I have been licensed for 13 years now. I actually went to cosmetology school 3 weeks after I graduated high school. Like, get in there and get it done.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Graduate right there.
And I was like, boom, let's do it. Let's get it over with. So I got into that a lot. The only reason why I didn't really go like full force, I got really discouraged because when I was in school, I wanted to become one of the instructors. And there's a program there at the school that they told me once I did my 1,600 hours of college cosmetology school, then you would start the so many hours for the instructor program. And so the week before you graduate, you have to bring in your binder of all your assignments and everything so they can go over it, blah, blah, blah. So they set up a meeting to do that, and we were going to go through what was the next step for me to do the instructor program. And they let me know, oh, yeah, we're not doing that anymore. I'm like,
Oh, what do I do now?
yeah. So I just got really discouraged, and it kind of just...
Because that was your plan.
Yeah, because that's like
You
kind
had
of what...
you had a plan set up.
That's kind of what I wanted to do. And then, so yeah, that was that, pretty much.
Okay. And I always knew she wanted to do hair. She, you guys know, like, back in the day when you have those beads. I mean, obviously not from the 70s, not that old. But, you know, they had the beads
Yeah.
hanging from the door. Well, I think I remember one birthday, that's what I asked for, and I had some purple beads. I think they were, like, purple and
It was
bluish.
Star and Moons.
Okay, they were
Star
star moons. I had them hanging from my door, and I think she got mad at me. Don't know.
She was probably mean.
Probably. She got mad at me, and she took a pair of scissors, and she just right in the middle.
Right in the middle, man.
Right in the middle. Like, there was no, like, just one on the side.
Right
it
in the
was
middle.
right in the middle. And I think she even said she was, she just cut.
Practicing.
practicing cutting some hair. So I always knew that's what she was gonna do.
And I always thought, I'm like, you got so mad about it, but then just trim them all, and you still have
Just trim them all, and it's probably gonna be easier because then I just clear them and I don't have to
Right?
go through them. I get it. I get it.
I'm just gonna rip them all down.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. So that's pretty much. You knew.
I knew that's when.
So I did
that's when.
actually build. I was like thinking about it. I built my clientele up pretty well. I had like 35 clients.
Like
After I got out of school.
after you got out, okay,
Like-
yeah, okay.
And then I started working full time. Well, I started working at Castle Bay.
Black and black, black and black.
I started working at Castle Bay with hostess, and I was the hostess with the mostest. If anybody knew, like you already know, I knew it all.
She had the skirt. She had it all, you guys.
black on black, black on black.
Black and black. That's what we always sing to her.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. Like how embarrassing.
Now they don't wear that now.
Now
right?
they wear jeans and a polo.
Yeah. No.
No, we had the skirt.
She had the skirt.
the top. I remember
Was it like a ruffle?
when I first started, you could just wear black, like nice black shirt. And I remember the day. I'm sure you could ask Dad. I got the call that we got these uniforms. And I'm like, hey, yeah, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
No. And they're like, but you need to wear it by tomorrow. I need you to come pick it up. And you need to wear it tomorrow. So I go and pick it up and I bring it home. I had probably the biggest meltdown in my life. Because the skirt
You're
was
like,
down
This has
past
got to
my
be hemmed
knees.
already.
Down past my knees, and my shirt was down past my knees. I remember coming down the stairs, like core memory, coming down the stairs looking at Dad. I was hysterical because I had to work that night, and they wanted me to wear it. I'm like,
Our
no
poor dad,
way.
dude.
No
What'd
way.
you do?
I'm like, no way. No, he goes, just call me, you can't wear it. I said,
Just
they told me I had to wear it. And he's like, you can't. He goes, you can't wear that. I'm like, I know. So I got it hemmed, still ugly and embarrassing.
You rocked it though. You rocked it. It was
I was
all right.
trying to cover it up with a cardigan.
Okay. All
I'm
right,
like,
Mom.
it's like the middle of summer, 105 degrees out, and I'm just dripping sweat, and I got a cardigan.
Oh,
It was so
God.
cold.
That's funny.
Yeah, so Castle Bay,
Caslupe.
and then I windle over into Sally Beauty.
Yeah, man, you've been working all over the
Look at
place.
me.
I totally forgot.
Working 9 to
2
5.
5.
So I worked at Sally's and Castle Bay for a long time,
Okay.
and then I
Yeah,
got
both.
Yeah, like I remember there was a month I did not have a day off.
That's
So
not
I
fun.
worked it straight, like look at her little hustler. You know what I
Hustle.
mean? So I finally got full time at Sally's and went to Sally's, and I was the assistant manager. Pretty
Look
much
at
the
you.
manager though, because I ran that.
Yeah, look at you.
I ran it. Let me tell you.
Ran it.
I was there for a long time, and then I was like, I can't do this anymore because I worked the weekends.
Yeah, that stinks.
I worked. The
That's what stinks about like in
weekends.
retail or like grocery store or is retail and grocery store together? Retail. Like I'm thinking like clothes and stuff like
Yeah,
that. But like working in something like that, like you have to work weekends.
yeah,
You
that's
know.
part of the job.
Yeah.
But like after a while, like, and then when you'd want to try to get a day off, they're like, "Oh, well, we don't have anybody. We'll figure it out."
Figure something out.
Like I want to do something.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
I remember I had to miss out on a lot because I worked on the weekends. So then, I got myself I felt like it was called like a grown-up job,
Big girl job.
big girl job at Tribal Health, paying bills.
Paying
And
the
let me
bills.
tell you, if there
You pay
was
my automobile and you pay my telephone bill.
if there was a competition on the calculator,
Oh, dude,
dude, I'm bringing home the gold. I'll tell you, because
Was it like the 10 kind?
Yeah.
Oh.
like adding all the numbers.
yeah.
Because it was like
The 10 key or just a regular,
like the actual calculator
like
machine.
an old like. Okay,
What the?
I'm gonna go off the topic for a second
Okay.
because I went for a job one time right after high school.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know what I was doing. I've never done a job interview, and they're like,
Where
you know,
was it? Where was the job?
I don't even know what it was called. Mom's like, do it. I'm like, okay.
Sure.
But like you had to they want me to type to
A
see how long
10 key.
But then they said, have you ever done a 10 key calculator? And I'm like, a 10 key done a calculator.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
9, 10,
0.
0. There's only, you know. And so, like, they leave me in a room with it, and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, bro, I don't know how to do this. Like, it was just, like, you had to add it up differently, like, the way you did it.
Oh, I know what you're talking
You know what I'm
about.
saying?
It's
I don't
like
even know if
set
they-
up weird. Because I think you can even do it on your phone.
Oh, okay. I don't even know. I don't think they even, I mean, I told you how old I am.
But I didn't have, like, the legit calculator with all the little numbers. And,
With
like,
with the paper?
Yeah.
Okay.
Tons of that. But even on, like, the computer, I would mess some stuff up. That's probably why my wrist is messed up. Because I was, like, I'm telling you, I'm not,
Calculator
like,
queen.
I was good. When it came down to that, I was good. I would be looking at you talking and having a conversation.
No! Oh, good!
100%. Bam, bam, bam. Add it up. Bam, let's go.
Yeah, let's go, dude.
I was good.
Maybe speaking what?
Yeah, but I'm not good at the letters.
But you're not good at typing?
Oh, heck no. I'm a little pecker pecking away.
Yeah, that's Morgan, too.
Dad, dude, remember I call him a pecker?
Yeah.
He's over there doing some work on the computer, and he's like, I'm like, okay, you little pecker. I was little.
You're a little.
I was little.
That's good time, dude.
That was good. That was good, though. That was good. Little pecker.
Speaking of that, we
Speaking
had
of pecker.
a woodpecker.
Here?
No, at home when I was little. And he kept pecking the side of the house, I think.
Oh, I remember this.
And he kept pecking, and then all of a sudden he wasn't there anymore. And I said, somebody was saying, like, where'd it go or whatever. I said, well, his pecker was sore. So stop.
Pecker got sore, dude. I forgot about that. That's hilarious.
Anyways, yeah,
Yeah.
off of that one.
Off of that one. Yeah, so I was not good at that. But just the calculator,
Yeah.
very, very good. And then I got pregnant.
You got pregnant.
But on purpose.
Yeah.
So, like, oh,
Purpose.
surprise. We were trying for that. That was the plan.
That was the plan.
And then I decided not to go back after. Because I was like, there's no way
Yeah.
I'm going to be able to do it.
No.
So I am a stay-at-home mom from then on.
Mom.
And we just mess stuff up every day.
Just messed up every day, dude. Every day's a new thing here.
Every day.
Speaking of you having Brant, you had Brant during COVID.
Yes. You know how fun
With
that was?
COVID.
When COVID was like a huge,
Yeah,
huge thing.
yeah.
Like when you were sick. Like,
Sick as a dog.
I thought I was gonna die.
Yeah.
I had never been so sick in my life. And the last month you go weekly, correct?
Yeah, I
do
think the
weekly
last
checks?
4 weeks, like, yeah.
I never did.
No.
So I was like, I felt like I was my own doctor. Like I had no idea what was going on. And I'm like, so at what point do I get to come in and get checked?
Yeah.
Am I ever gonna have this baby?
Yeah.
Because I don't get it. Because they'd be like, well, you tested positive, so you can't come in. I'm like, okay, so am I gonna have a home birth or what's the plan?
Oh, that'd have been fun.
So yeah, I had COVID.
Yeah.
He's a COVID baby.
He's a COVID baby.
Nobody got to come to the hospital.
No, I did not get to go.
So it was my husband,
Mm-hmm.
and then my mom got to come. Right? How did that work?
She got to be there with you, but then when
Yeah, so she got to be there, and then while I was trying.
well, yeah.
So she got to be there while I was trying, and then I end up having a C-section.
So then
And
they sent her away.
They told her she had to leave, and the only reason why she was able to come back because we knew somebody, and she pretty much kind of like snuck her in.
Snuck her in, dude.
But they wouldn't let her stay the night to help.
Ridiculous.
And I'm like, dude,
She's
we
all
don't-
on her own, dude.
all I'm doing. I was so drugged because I also lost a lot of blood. I almost died.
Freaking Edward got a hold of her.
Dude, I had to have a couple blood transfusions. Yeah. So, like, I'm so out of it.
Yeah, dude. And you've
I
never
don't
been
even
like drugged
know.
up like that
No,
before
I don't
in your
even know
life.
what drugs are.
Yeah, she doesn't. She doesn't.
Like, I don't even like taking Tylenol.
No.
So, that was a whole thing.
That was bad.
Not cool.
And that
No.
sucked being at home
Yeah, so
and not
you
being
didn't
able
get to
no.
come. Dad didn't get
No.
to come. Allie didn't
No.
get to
No.
come. Nobody got to come. Nobody got to come. So they had to wait. Because then I was in the hospital even longer because of the
Yes.
transfusion. So he was like basically 2 months old
Yeah,
before
it's
they got to
basically
meet
2 months
him.
old. Yeah.
But yeah, that
But
was
we did
wild.
not get to see him until you came home.
That was so sad.
That was sad.
Like I couldn't imagine.
That's sad.
That's dumb.
No,
That's so dumb.
that's dumb. So yeah, COVID's fun.
Good old COVID.
COVID. Yes. We still can't.
So speaking of COVID,
Oh,
Oh my God,
dude.
Mom. She
I got
told me
something too.
yesterday.
Oh, good.
Because we all had COVID. We all got it. Thank you, Allie. We all got it. And she's the only one that never got it.
Never.
And she was the one that kept working through it all. And she's around patients.
yeah,
so
never stopped.
she's in contact all the time. Never got it. She read.
Oh gosh. Oh gosh.
She read that Vicks.
Vicks?
Because she puts Vicks in her nose every single day.
No, she doesn't.
She does.
I thought that was just when she's got a bad smell somewhere.
So I thought so too.
she puts it every.
Because she said she has a dry nose.
Oh, okay.
And she said that. And she said, I read that can stop from getting COVID. So I'm like, well, that's definitely.
Are you
a thing.
serious?
So that's why.
Well,
While
holy moly, dude.
I'm like, well, maybe we
Because
should.
I was really wondering why she never got it.
because that's
never.
just wild. Because when
And we got it like twice.
everybody's supposed to be like away from each other. She was all up in our face.
No,
breathing
she
in
was.
our face, looking down our throats.
Yeah, no, she was.
So
She's always, she's funny. She's always like, when we get sick, she's like, you got a test? She's always wanting us
Want me
to
to bring over a
test. Want me to bring over a
test?
test? Want me to bring over a test? And I actually was going to text you guys the other day. I was in looking for pictures in the closet, and something fell off the shelf, and I looked at it, and it's a COVID test. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to text her and be like, hey, I got a COVID test just in case.
well, she kept putting our emails in
for free ones.
for free ones. Like, hey, I'm gonna send you these. You're gonna get more COVID tests in the mail. I'm like, okay, that's fine. It's totally cool.
We don't care.
But I mean, every time she asked me, I'd do it for her. I test the heck out of myself. I'll shove that thing up my nose how many times. So
That's all she wanted.
when we went to Hawaii, remember we all had to go
We had
get,
to get
swabs.
Swabbed, yes.
Hers went at work because she had Vicks in her nose. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Oh.
Stinking COVID.
Ugh.
Stinking COVID. On COVID. All right, so now that you know a little bit about us,
Yeah, I guess we can tell you really why we started this and why what this is all about.
what it's all about.
What it's all about. What we'll figure something out. It's all about.
It's all about.
Like I said, we always like to add stuff to our lives. People keep telling us, you guys are funny. I'm like, yeah, I guess so.
I guess.
I guess we're funny.
We just like to talk.
we like to talk. Well, we've
And
done
then,
we've done
we-
Facebook lives.
Yes.
So this is kind of a little bit different because we kind of interact with people. So it's a little bit different. So we said, why not? Let's do a podcast. And I think all fall we're like telling people podcast 2025.
We kept saying that's going to be, that's it. 2025 is going to be the podcast era.
It's the podcast era. So here we are, second month in 2025, and we're gonna do the dang thing,
We're going
right?
to do it.
So yeah, I think we'll have maybe a different topic each podcast. So if there's a topic that maybe you guys are interested in, maybe comment below. Comment below. Yes. We'll laugh. That's probably gonna be a big one.
That's definitely a lot of laughing. We have like emotions galore. Like
Yes.
if you could like
See, we just can't keep it together sometimes. What did you say earlier?
I said we're like the movie Inside Out.
Yes.
Like 1 second we're laughing and the next we're crying.
Yeah.
And then we're laughing again about crying. Like we have sick humor.
A little bit.
Sick humor.
Yeah. Maybe one topic will just be sick humor.
Yeah. Like I think that's how we survive though.
Yes.
Is like they say laughter is the best medicine. I 100% back that up.
I agree. I definitely agree.
100%.
100%.
100%.
So yeah, we'll laugh. Maybe we might cry.
Yeah.
We might cry. Maybe one of our stories will help one of you guys out there. Maybe you're not interested in this, and that's okay.
And that's okay.
That's okay.
That's okay.
That's okay. But if you want to follow us, was it like and subscribe?
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. Maybe share with your friends that somebody that might be interested. I think it's going to be a fun journey.
I think so. It's gonna be random.
Very random.
Like that's what our lives are. We are random to the T.
Random.
Like you never know what we're doing.
Like we could start off on a topic, but we might
just snowball on top of that.
We might snowball on top of that and maybe circle back around
like
to the
our
topic.
problem with us, like when we're working, we'll start on a conversation and we'll never finish that conversation.
No, we'll never finish it.
Because we start 5 other ones.
Yeah.
And then we'll be like, well, what were we even talking about? Like 3 hours later.
Or she'll go home and I'll text her.
That's what it
Hey,
was.
this is what we.
That's what I was trying to tell you.
We're trying to tell you, and then we had all these stories. Yay!
And then we try to figure it out, and just never.
We'll figure it out every time.
Always.
Yeah. So yeah, we do want to have some guests on the podcast.
If you want to be a guest, come on and join.
I think that will be fun. Having guests.
Hearing different stories.
Hearing different stories. But yeah, I think we're gonna release a podcast every Friday. That's our goal.
Friday.
So yeah, I think that's really about it. Yeah. So make sure to come in and join our journey as we figure this out every Friday. We're probably gonna sign off because I got lavender diffuser going on right now and I'm about ready to fall asleep. I swear we're twins sometimes.
Oh.
Not just sisters, we're twins.
We finish each other's sentences.
All the time.
We're thinking the same thing. Literally, we said, we don't even know what we're wearing today.
No.
And she opens the door. We're wearing the same thing.
Same exact
black pants.
thing. Same exact
Where
thing.
are my pants?
Where?
Yeah. So.
That's what I told her. She's like, can you see the pants? And I said, honestly, we probably don't have to wear pants.
So next podcast, we probably won't have pants on.
Honey, where are my pants? So yeah, every Friday, we're hoping that you're here with us. And we hope you enjoyed our very first ever podcast of We'll Figure Something Out. So
like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe and share with all your friends. And have a good day.
Have a good one. See you next time.